Well, folks, I have to say that sometimes it's actually challenging to discern, to figure out whether they're just paid trolls or hate wankers. And I think that might be the case coming over from a certain group of eucalyptus tea sucking sycophants who just, have a hard on for anything that's objective. I don't know. But back to the point. I noticed several idiotic comments on my recent video about Donkey Boysen. Number one, people complaining about how I pronounce root or route. Get over it. My accent is pretty obvious. I'm not South African, and you're telling me that I'm pronouncing the word incorrectly is wrong, because that's how we pronounce it. In America, people say Route 66 or Route 66, and I'll say it how I grew up saying it. I make a great effort to pronounce Zulu and Tswana and Basotho and Afrikaans names properly and place names, yet get idiotic comments about how I'm mispronouncing root. Grow up. It's not your way. It's my way. It's my video. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. But that's not the real issue. The real issue here is the hate wankers coming on the channel and arguing about, what are you doing? You know what you're talking about. This is old news. Well, stop being a dumbass and pay attention to what the video actually says. These self-pleasuring hate wankers who don't even watch the frickin' videos and then put their stupid comments there. In the recent video I did about Donkey Boysen, I said that I've been busy the past few days, and this is an update for events that have occurred since the last time I reported on this. It's pretty clear. It's in there. I said this is an update and with my analysis. And idiot hate wankers coming on here with made-up usernames are clearly just trolls. But it gets a little bit annoying and tiresome to see this stupidity. But you know what? If it makes you happy, keep it up. All your comments simply do is elevate my video in the algorithm so that it gets more viewership. So thank you for that, even with your hate-wanking comments. I will write and discuss and analyze whatever the hell I feel like. I am an African historian and political scientist and linguist, and have spent a fair portion of my life in Africa, living in far more places than virtually any other person on the planet in Africa, including most of the 1.3 billion Africans. Almost none of them lived in all the places and been the places I've been in Africa. And that's a statement of fact. So you can footsack and shove that where the sun don't shine instead of being rude and disrespectful trolls. And for the people I've never met, who I don't engage with my channel, who I don't know where you grew up, but I don't grow up and just start addressing people by their first name. I don't know what planet you're on. That's not the decorum that we live in this world. Anyway, especially when you're going to be insulting somebody. So pay attention. When the story broke of the assassination of Mark Lifman, I was among the first on the planet to report that story. News 24 carried it, and I carried it within minutes of that story being carried. And I gave analysis of what was going on. The only news source at the time was News 24, and I reported what News 24 said. And I clearly said it came from News 24, as I always do when I report information from another source. And then I gave my analysis, and that was within an hour of the event being reported. And then I updated and give analysis as more information became available from other sources and give my analysis. If hate-wanking trolls come on my channel and can't discern the difference between news reporting and analysis, or they come and watch a video, this is the thing I love. You put videos up and 3 weeks later people go, well, this is old news. Well, dumbass, I posted the video 3 weeks ago. Of course it's old news. Pay attention to the date. Just because YouTube's algorithm suddenly decides to give you a feed for a video and you discover a video 3 weeks, a month, a year later, and you think it's current because you're too dumb, too lazy, too stupid to look at when it was posted or look at the date of the video, that's not on me. But anyway, thank you for your comments nonetheless. But I don't think most people want the opinions of keyboard warriors. When you've done what I've done, when you've been where I've been, when you've accomplished what I've accomplished, then come back and we'll consider your idiotic opinions. People don't like this? Too bad. Footsack. To all the viewers out there who take the time to watch the videos and listen, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, and your input and your feedback. It is valued, and for those who've been longtime viewers of my program, you'll know that I do listen to my viewer feedback, and I adjust my content, and I try to get people for interviews and do the things you asked me to do to bring you what you're looking for. Thanks a lot, folks. Cheers, and take care.